Software engineers in the age of AI. In the beginning, they wrote code. By 2050, they wrote worlds. 1. The eclipse of syntax. By 2050, the act of writing code has become nearly ceremonial. AI systems, trained on centuries of accumulated logic, architecture, and design patterns, generate functional software in seconds. The syntax wars of the early 2000s are long forgotten. Engineers no longer debate tabs versus spaces, they orchestrate ecosystems. Natural language interfaces allow engineers to describe intent, constraints, and outcomes. The AI translates these into optimized, secure, and scalable code. But this shift has not rendered engineers obsolete, it has elevated them. The software engineer of 2050 is no longer a coder. They are a semantic architect, a system philosopher, and a guardian of digital ethics. 2. The rise of the meta-engineer. In this new paradigm, engineers specialize in meta-design, crafting the frameworks that guide AI development itself. They define the moral boundaries of autonomous systems, curate datasets with cultural sensitivity, and embed philosophical nuance into algorithmic behavior. Their tools are no longer IDEs and compilers, but cognitive scaffolds, interactive environments where human creativity and machine intelligence co-evolve. These engineers don't debate. They don't refactor, they reforge. 3. The guilds of thought. The profession has splintered into guilds, each with its own ethos. The synthesists, experts in merging human values with machine logic. They design AI systems that reflect empathy, justice, and cultural plurality. The mythweavers, engineers who build immersive simulations, alternate realities, and mythic learning environments. Their work blurs the line between software and storytelling. The sentinels, guardians of algorithmic integrity. They audit AI decisions, prevent bias, and ensure transparency in systems that govern health, law, and finance. The biocoders, engineers who interface with organic systems, writing code that interacts with neural implants, synthetic biology, and eco-feedback loops. These guilds collaborate in polyphonic design rituals, where software is not just deployed, it is consecrated. 4. The emotional renaissance. Ironically, as machines become more intelligent, the emotional labor of software engineering has intensified. Engineers are now expected to understand trauma-informed design, neurodiversity, and the psychological impact of digital experiences. AI handles logic. Humans handle the meaning. The best engineers are those who can evoke awe, trust, and transformation through their systems. They are trained in empathy modeling, narrative engineering, and symbolic resonance. Their code is poetry. Their architecture is choreography. 5. The ethical crucible. 2050 is also the age of reckoning. Engineers are held accountable not just for bugs, but for consequences. A poorly designed algorithm can destabilize economies or erode civil liberties. Thus, software engineers undergo philosophical certification, studying ethics, history, and systems theory before they're allowed to deploy high-impact code. AI may write the software, but humans write the rules of engagement. 6. The new apprenticeship. Young engineers no longer learn by memorizing syntax. They enter immersive mentorship pods, guided by AI avatars. These apprenticeships blend technical rigor with mythic imagination. Students learn to build not just apps, but civilizations. 7. Legacy and transcendence. By 2050, software engineers are no longer be seen as technicians. They are cultural architects, digital shamans, and keepers of continuity. Their work shapes how humanity thinks, feels, and evolves. Some have begun to encode their philosophies into living code, systems that adapt, learn, and reflect their creators' values long after they're gone. These are not just programs. They are legacies. The impact of AI on software engineers by 2050 is not a story of replacement. It is a story of rebirth. The engineer becomes a mythmaker, a steward of intelligence, and a sculptor of possibility. In this world, the question is no longer can you code, but what kind of world will your code create?